Hey everyone, so yesterday finally my order came from Tarte. I got my hands on the new Shape Tape foundation. I got the hydrating one and the matte one, and the shade I'm in, well, at least I hope that's my shade, is medium tan honey. To me it's very difficult to pick out a shade. We all know I live in Holland. They don't sell Tarte here, so I just ordered on the Tarte website, and it took like 1.5 weeks to arrive. And I was looking at the colors, and of course there is kind of a discussion about these colors. We're not going to go there, but I thought that I was going to be medium tan honey, so that's what I got. And yesterday on Insta Story and Snapchat I swatched both of them, and they're not the same shade. So what I'm going to do first, before I'm going to apply it on my face, I'm going to swatch these two so you can see the difference between the shades and the formula a little bit better. And then what I'm going to do is one side of the face I'm going to do the matte one, and then the hydrating one on the other side. So if the color is not right, I'm sorry, that's a waste of my money, but there's nothing I could do about it. So let's swatch them. Okay, so the first one I am going to swatch is the hydrating one. I don't know. It does has a yellow undertone, but I'm not sure if this is going to be my shade. Let's do the matte one. Oh, that's even lighter. I will be looking like a goat. Oh, I don't know if they oxidize. I hope so, because I think I can handle this one, but that one, I am not sure. So again, this is the hydrating one, and this is the matte one. The colors are not the same at all. There's actually a huge difference between them. So you know what? Let's just apply it on my face and see how it looks like. And before I am going to apply the two foundations, I am going to prime my face like I normally would do. So I'm using the Benefit Professional around my nose and on the areas where I need it. And then I am going to spray it with the Smashbox primer water. And by the way, I also got the Shape Tape concealer, and I got medium. With concealers, if it's too light, I really don't care, because we can always make it work. But foundation, on the other hand, is kind of a deal. Straight up honest, I only bought the matte one just so I could review it for you guys, because I don't really like matte foundations. I like glowy foundations, so, you know, we'll see. Let's apply this medium tan honey, the matte foundation on this side. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to blend it out with my brush first, the Sigma F84, which is my favorite, and then I'm going over it with a beauty blender. Wow, that's a big applicator. Oh. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, but then with the hydrating one, because this one has a pink undertone if I compare it with this one. Oh, it looks like a MAC NC35 or maybe 30. I'm NC40. I'm so afraid to blend it out, but let's start with the matte one, since this dries most of the time really quick. Wow, this is matte. Ooh. This is so weird. I have the feeling that it has a little bit of a pinkish undertone, or more towards beige. I'm I'm not sure. I don't even know how it looks on camera, so we'll see that in a bit. Oh, it's pretty hard to blend out. So you really gotta work pretty quick. Don't take your time. When you apply the foundation, blend it out like right away. So. But the color is not bad, right? It's not really bad. Let's do the other side. Okay, so that's easier to blend out. And feels better on my skin, definitely. What do you guys think? Can you see a difference? This one, the hydrating one, blended out very easily. This one was a little bit more difficult, but that's, you know, not weird since it is a matte foundation. I am going over it with my beauty blender just to blend it out a little bit more. And I'm turning it sides and doing that also on the hydrating side. When I swatched these shades on my arms, there was actually a big difference between the shades. But now that I have it on my face, I don't really see a difference. And the color is not bad. I am so curious. Damn phone. I am so curious on how this will look on camera, but right now I'm looking in the mirror, this is not bad at all. And even the matte one doesn't feel heavy on the skin, so I like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to apply a little bit of the Shape Tape concealer and then I am going to let it sit. I don't know how many hours. I got some things to do, so we can see how it will look after that. And I'm using Shape Tape in the shade medium. I'm not going to apply a lot. Well, for me, not a lot, because normally when I apply concealer, I take it all the way up to here, but then, you know, it's going to mix with the foundation, and I really want you guys to see how the foundation looks like after a few hours and not the concealer, because we all know it's bomb. So. Alrighty, so I am going to set my under eyes with some translucent powder, but I am not going to set the foundation. First of all, a matte foundation, I will never ever set that because that's just too matte for me. And a hydrating one, when I use the glowy foundations, I just set it a little bit, but actually only when I use Too Faced Born This Way or MAC Face and Body, since these two foundations are pretty glowy and almost look a bit wet, so I have to. But when I look at this one, I don't think it's necessary to set it, and that way you can really see how it looks like. So I'm gonna do my things and I'll be back with the final. Alrighty, so it has been more than 2 hours since I applied these two foundations, and before I'm going to zoom you in, this oxidizes like a lot. Remember that I swatched the matte one and the hydrating one, and the matte one was a lot lighter. Well, not at all. It's pretty much my skin tone, but the hydrating one also, so that is very, very weird. I don't get it at all. I'm very happy because when I looked at the swatches, I was like, no, bro, that's NC30 and I'm NC40 in MAC foundation, so it's not gonna work. But at the end of the day, I can wear this. Let's zoom. Ooh, that's close. Okay, so first of all, the matte one. I have a little mirror here, so I hope you can see that it's extremely dry. It's going into my fine lines, which I have obviously around here. Let's zoom a little bit more. So this is the matte side. This is what I mean. And for the hydrating side, I like this. I like this very much. It is glowy. It doesn't feel heavy on the skin at all. And I think the color is perfect. and it doesn't settle into my fine lines, which I have here. So yeah guys, that was my review of the new Shape Tape foundations by Tarte. Overall, I'm actually pretty pleased about it. The only thing I really do not like is the fact that it oxidizes so incredibly much. If you have a Sephora, if you're lucky enough to have a Sephora in your country, and let's say you're going to Sephora and you start to swatch it on your hand or maybe on your chin, you're like, oh, that's way too light, so I'm going to grab another color. But when you blend it out and after 30 minutes, it gets darker. So be aware. I don't know if it's like on every skin tone or every skin type, but on mine, it oxidizes a lot. So now I'm happy about it because it looks too light, but I'm pretty happy that I didn't went for a shade darker. So yeah, I hope this video was helpful. Of course, this is my favorite part, but what's new, you already know that. I don't know if I would wear the matte one, not because it's not a good foundation, but just because I do not like matte foundations at all. Estee Lauder double wear, that's just not my thing. It actually reminds me of that one because if I wear the double wear, it also like gets into my fine lines. But if you have oily skin, you're gonna like it. Yes, you are. So yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts about this foundation. I know the color issue, I'm aware of that, but I choose not to go there today, but just an honest review on how these babies look on my skin. Only thing I wanted to say about like the shade range is I'm happy that they are coming out with darker shades. That's it. Gonna keep it that way. Let's keep it nice. I want to thank you so much for watching. If you're new and you want to see more videos, you know there is a subscribe button. That way you can see more of my videos, but only if you like to. And I would appreciate it if you would give this video a thumbs up and have a great weekend. I am going to grab a beer because I feel like it, and thank you again.